Hey guys, wooootles here, and I have another update for you. The Wasabi District update is going to focus mostly on the Vybe Hotel. As some of you guys are well aware, I'm in process of putting LED lights on my skyscrapers and eventually the whole layout. I just finished the Zephyr Towers lights more than a month ago, so check out that video. And now I'm going to show you in detail what modifications I did for the Vybe. I already did a detailed overview of the Vybe last year, so if you're curious about that as well, I'll also link the video in the description. Watch that first, then come back to see this video, because I did more than just LED lighting. The first major update to this building is the third floor, as I'm showing you right here. This floor houses the first battery pack, and it's going to power the first 3 floors of this building. And just a reminder, this is what this floor looked like before my modifications. I've actually put a door here on the back so I can easily access the power switch. Right there. Before I show you all the wiring details, let's first go over this new interior area, which is the breakfast buffet room. I've done several hotel builds for Wasabi District, but I realized that this would be my first hotel to have an actual breakfast room. Really, it's just a simple spread of food pieces. Just leftovers from what I believe is the Friends street food market set. A couple from the extra food poly bags. I think this piece is in the middle is from the Target donut shop stand. So yes, mostly food on this side, and on this side is the drinks and drinkware, including a coffee machine over here. I do have a video that highlights the short construction of this coffee machine. And then I just have 2 small dining tables here. The rest of the floor is tiled up using my surplus of dark tan tiles. Here's the floor with the lights up, and now I'm going to show you how it's all wired up. Basically, the battery pack is connected to an expansion board below this floor, and then a couple of wires go back up to power the lights in the pool area, and then another one goes up to power the lights in the breakfast area. And here is the underbelly of this floor, which has all the wiring connections. Like I said, the battery pack goes through the expansion board over here. I placed the expansion board underneath because I have this extra layer of bricks over here, and mainly that's because of the swimming pool. So that kind of worked out, and now I have enough space to run the wires here without it hanging from the ceiling. So like I mentioned earlier, 2 of these wires go back up the floor to power the breakfast room and the swimming pool area. Another wire goes through here, which mainly illuminates the second floor, and then another one that goes through here, which is a wireless connection. Now the reason I'm using wireless connection pieces here from Light My Bricks is because I want to power the first, second, and third floors without having to physically connect wires through the second floor. So that's why it's there. Okay, now that we're talking about the second floor, here it is. And the only main modification here is the second half of the wireless connector. I ran the wires through the stack of round bricks. And then that single wireless connector is going to go straight to this LED strip, which is going to light up the entire first floor. And here's the first floor, which is not itself modified, but my mod on the second floor should be enough to give it some good lighting. And I'll put the floors up now. There it is. And with the power on, boom. And here it is in actual darkness. So those LED strips do a really good job just lighting up the floors. And with that, we'll move up to see some more modifications. There's another battery pack in the middle of the building, mainly to light up the 2 floors. It's just really connected to 2 LED strips. Like the other battery pack, there's easy access thanks to this door right here. Rather bright lighting from the LED strips. And one more light at the bottom, like I said, to power the floor beneath it. I've got another battery pack here, which is situated on the rooftop, so easy access to the power switch. If you were wondering what was here before, well, there was a big HVAC unit here. The battery pack is connected to an expansion port, which is just barely covered by this 4x4 plate, and there are 3 more connections to it. There's one wire that connects to the wireless connector down below. We will look at that later. And then there are 2 wires that connects to the chandeliers. I made a bit of an effort to hide the wires very well leading to the chandeliers. So I have these round bricks going over here. Then it connects to here and then to the wires. I used a mixture of round bricks, Technic axles, and snot bricks on the corners, and I think that worked out pretty well. Here it is with the module below it. As you can see, the chandelier will illuminate this area pretty well. And with that, we're going to look into this floor in great detail. So this module is pretty much a ballroom or a small convention hall. This is brand new. It was an empty hall before my mods, as you can see. But now it looks more clear what the intentions of this floor is. It's hard to say that this is fully furnished per se, because I only added tiling for the most part, at least on the ballroom side. But I did put some plates with studs randomly, so whenever I do put something in here, I can attach the furniture firmly through the studs. Over on the other side, there's a few more things going on. But I think I struggled a little bit on what to put here because the space is too small for anything else. So I just filled the space with a big dark blue lounge sofa with a small coffee table. I put a reception counter on this side, and in front of it there's a small planter for house plants, just so the space is not just filled with empty flooring. I chose to put wood tiling on this half with reddish brown tiles, mostly for variation's sake. I think having a dark tan cover this entire floor just looks a bit too drab in my opinion. Back to the counter, we see there's a black wall here. Well, there is a purpose for it. Since there is a wireless connector here and an expansion port just right behind it, the black wall serves to block out the wires from being too exposed. So you can see the wires there a little bit. And those wires are actually 3 bit lights here, here, here. And the reason I chose the 3 bit lights is because the floor below is the hotel room floor. So I can illuminate 2 hotel rooms and the hallway separately. And then putting these 3 floors together. There you go. Put the power on and the lights out. Looks pretty good. Okay, here's the Vybe right next to the Zephyr, which is the last skyscraper that I did with Lego lights. Here they are with the lights on and in the dark. It doesn't have the defining feature like the crown on the Zephyr, but the Vybe is not supposed to stand out in the skyline. I mean, it is the shortest skyscraper that I have. And as I said in my last video update, I'm gonna do 505 Wasabi next with the LED mods. And also this new skyscraper right here. That's right. While I modify the old buildings with LED lighting, I'm also trying to finish this skyscraper. So far there have been a few challenges trying to finish this building. One challenge that I'm facing is this part right here. Even though it's not a freestanding cantilever, I did put supports. The skyscraper is still trying to lean this way ever so slightly. I don't think it's gonna collapse, but maybe what I need to do is maybe reinforce the stack of round bricks with a Technic axle. Maybe you guys are not seeing it as well as I am in real life, but the gray support is bending ever so slightly, so a Technic axle might help it straighten up. And then also maybe putting more bricks on this side. I'll definitely put the battery packs over here just so it doesn't continue to lean. I think I'm gonna add at least 3 more floors here. It's definitely gonna end up in the top 5 tallest skyscrapers in Wasabi District. And while I'm not yet 100% confirmed it's gonna stay in this position, I do like what I'm seeing so far. I was worried that it might block too much of the One Wasabi Financial Center, but I think having this building here gives my layout some 3-dimensionality. Is that even a word? Anyways, I plan to finish this building within 2 to 3 months, so it's gonna be a minute, but stay tuned, it'll be worth it. Minor update, if you guys haven't checked out already, I did a small mod of the Land Rover Defender. Tell you what guys, it's a great set, especially for $15, and it's easy to do a side-by-side seating. So check out that video, I'll link it in the description. And the last minor update I want to bring up is the addition of the trees on this street. I'd say it's about time, but I still need to do more on the other side of the avenue. Eventually, I'll get it all done. Alright, that's it for the updates. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments and stay tuned for more. Again, thanks for watching. Peace.